When I saw that thing coming out of the water, I was sure we were all dead.
looking for trouble, I hope.
Sturgis,
Be careful.
remember that
I can
holotape
fix
with all the
most
Institute
things,
data?
but people
I
don't
need it
fix so
back.
easily. Oh yeah? Why? What have you got cooking?
It doesn't matter why. I just need it for something.
Sure thing. I was just curious. Here you go. I've already made myself a copy.
Sturgis.
What's going on? This place is really coming together, huh? I can't take all the credit.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the...
Lancer Captain Kells has informed me that the Institute's on high alert, and you're to blame. Explain yourself, Knight. The Institute. What the hell were you thinking?
The Institute is the enemy. I was simply doing my duty.
You're to return to the Brotherhood. I'm extremely disappointed in you, Knight.
My apologies, Elder.
Apologies are meaningless. Brotherhood soldiers take responsibility for their actions and move on. I expect no less out of you. Fortunately, this incident doesn't change our current strategy. We have a contingency plan that's already being put into effect that should ensure completion of our special project. Now, I believe you still possess an important piece of data that Proctor Ingram is eagerly awaiting. I want you to bring it to her immediately. And Knight, don't disappoint me again. Dismissed.
Attention, this is a reminder. All recovered technology must be presented immediately to Proctor Quinlan for evaluation. Anyone found in possession of undocumented technologies will be subject to inquiry and punishment.
You want to have that talk now?
You think the Commonwealth looks bad? You should see the Capital Wasteland.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of them.
Proctor, I came across a holotape with a full scan of the Institute's network.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I built too. But that's because I'll only deal with technology that I understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, I've got a new assignment for you. So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
He didn't tell me anything.
Makes sense. We've been trying to keep it under wraps until the time was right. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of the Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded.
Proctor.
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational.
Uh-huh. No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
I wish I had your confidence, because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. And the first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Prydwen, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. What we need is a robotics expert, and there's someone in Diamond City that fits the bill. Her name's Professor Skara. Locals say she's a wizard when it comes to fixing robots. Why don't you head over there and see if you can talk her into helping us? Oh, and take this with you. Once she sees one of those Cerebro fusion adapters, I'm pretty sure she'll have a tough time saying no. In the meantime, I'll prep Prime's CPU and we'll see if we can't get the big guy moving.
Dad says not to talk to strangers.
No way to pick this.
We're so delighted you... Sorry to let you down, but I'm afraid I'm not in the mood to teach biology lessons today.
I don't care about that. I'm looking for Professor Skara.
Well, then that makes two of us. Her normal field expeditions never last more than a few days, but it's been over a week now. I'm afraid some...
Don't worry, I'll find her.
Oh, that would be wonderful. The last place Professor Skara said she was going is the General Atomics Galleria. I'll mark it on your mapping device. There. Look, if you find her, could you tell her to come home?
Someone there! Let's play, little human! Little baby scared! End of the line! Stop! Stop! Here we go.
Excuse me, but this is a private research site. If you're here to study these robots, I'll have to insist you relocate to somewhere else.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Oh, well, that puts an entirely different spin on everything, doesn't it? My name's Professor Skara, and in answer to what I expect to be your next question, Professor is my first name, not my title. The whole thing's rather complicated. Perhaps I'll explain it to you sometime. So, now that I've formally introduced myself, perhaps you'd care to tell me why you're here.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to ask for your help.
How very interesting. While I'm flattered that the Brotherhood of Steel would find me useful, I can't help but be wary of your methods and motivations. Perhaps if you were more specific.
We need your expertise to get Liberty Prime back online.
Liberty Prime? Where have I heard that before? Oh, yes. I believe it's some kind of an enormous robot. Intriguing as it sounds. I'm afraid my work at General Atomics is... Perhaps you could come back another time.
If we wait too long, Liberty Prime will never walk again.
It would be a shame if such a technological marvel went to waste. All right, you've got a deal. I'll wrap up my collecting trip and meet you at your headquarters. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a few loose ends to tie up before I leave. Let me finish up here, and I'll meet you at the airport. Let me finish up here, and I'll meet with you.
Atomics Galleria remains closed by order of the Director.
Run into any sense, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners. By Elder Maxon's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
Proctor Ingram?
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Professor?
You call this a good start? This poor thing's memory core was completely corrupted. Haven't you people ever heard of inertial dampeners? Titanium shock casing? It won't be easy, but I should be able to make a few modifications and get his basic functions online. If you can keep your inept scribes from slowing me down.
You should teach her some manners.
That's not necessary. She isn't gonna be much good to us if she's lying in a hospital bed. Besides, Scara's worth all the aggravation. I've never seen someone so proficient with Prime's power systems. She's already saved us weeks, maybe months of work. In fact, we're ready for you to start building his electromagnetic actuators.
Sure, anything you need.
That's what I love about you. You're ready to leap into action, and I bet you don't have the faintest idea what I'm talking about. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuator.
All right. Here's a list of...
Now, before you get that, the only thing we need you to head out and find is a... According to Proctor Quinn, we've already sent out a...
Once you start building, good luck.
General Atomics Galleria remains closed by order of the Director. Commonwealth is ours! Let's play, little human! Play, little human! Out there, somewhere, I hear something you would play! disappear! No fair!
Nice.
Waste of time.
Got it. it.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Thank goodness. I've finished restoring Prime's basic programming, but trying to explain to him why he can't walk is testing my patience.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 20. The Commonwealth, but since we arrived...
Liberty Prime...
She's right.
Of course she's right. But before you give up hope, there's actually a... Proctor Quinlan is located. We're fair... The catch is...
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communication... I suggest you head out there. Hopefully, by the time... Good luck, Knight.
Hope those bombs get here soon. Otherwise, Liberty Prime's weapons efficiency will be fairly limited.
Scribe Halen.
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled in the Cambridge police station.
Thanks, Halen. I assume the place is still in one piece.
We're doing the best that we can. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
That's not surprising. After all, it's in good hands.
I appreciate that. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you've found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
Doesn't sound too difficult.
No, not at all. You're only heading back into the most inhospitable place in the entire Commonwealth. Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but remember to keep an eye on your Geiger counter. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
Wish I was back at HQ. A lot safer from the grid went home.